It's the episode where we talk about our feelings. Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
I like
So-
instantly have a stomach ache.
See if this helps.
The walls of my loins are just aching.
Is that how you're feeling right now?
It's a little piece of skin right there.
You know what a taint is?
Because it taint to butt and it taint to nuts. So it's the taint. So let me just...
All right, we have to be serious. We don't like to be serious, but the thought behind this episode is that you guys are, well, maybe not right now, but one day we'll have a fan, right? And they'll want to know about like our relationship, how it all started, what happened, what transpired. They're going to want to know that, and then we can just point them. We just say, just go watch episode 2. And then once we've gotten it all out, we can just leave the past in the past, and then we can have fun in the future, you know?
Right.
We don't have to think about it or talk about it and go back and no, we don't have to do that. I'm sweating so much. We're so fucking uncomfortable, dude. Okay. So,
Johnny Depp land, bro.
oh wait, and in case it ever gets too heavy or we feel like we just need a little comic relief, I have a we're gonna keep that just in case we need it.
Which
So-
I'm sure we will.
You're a better storyteller than me. You tell the story, and then I'll chime in with a little, like,
Well,
be like,
let's-
no, you're lying. Tell the truth.
No, let's start with how we met. We met it was my first ever college party.
That was your first ever college?
First
Seriously?
ever college party. And I was wearing, I remember I was
It
wearing
was all downhill from there.
a wolf shirt and Crocs.
You remember what you were wearing?
Yeah, because I remember because my roommate was like, "Are you really gonna wear Crocs?" And you guys had a black light, and I was wearing bright white socks, so my feet looked like disco balls. And I was like, "This is a great first impression of college." But yeah, that was my first ever house party. Was at your house, the green one.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I remember we were all fucking losers. Like, we weren't cool at all. And we were just trying to get, we're like, where are the bitches at? We're going to get the women over here. And I don't know, somehow you guys found out about our house party.
Yeah, I don't remember who or like how we ended up at your house, but I just remember them saying that, like, no, there's a house party. Let's go to our first house party. Let's go. And I was
And
like,
when I first laid eyes on you. No, it was weird.
I was a drunken. I don't even think I was that drunk.
I don't
I think
know. I was
we
hammered.
were in your kitchen. We were in your kitchen,
Right.
And people were playing beer pong. And then you and I somehow ended up.
Well, I've always said, and this is true, like the first time I looked at you, I don't know what, it was like you had some aura around you. It wasn't necessarily like sexual attraction, but I was just like, I need to talk to her. I don't know why, but I have to go talk to her. But I'm such a pussy, so I had to get like really, really hammered. And then I finally, once I was like drunk enough, I was like, yeah, well, I'll ask her to play beer pong.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, you made some joke about Hitler or something.
I think I did.
And we were like, it was like fun, like it was a fun interaction, but then we just like didn't really talk after that. It was like, cause
I had a boyfriend.
I was asking your friends, like, what's her deal, you know? And then they're like, she has a boyfriend. And I was like, oh, okay.
I punched my boyfriend in your backyard that night. I punched him in the face.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dude, what is our fucking life? Our
We
life is like a
into,
movie.
we got into a really, really big fight. Couldn't tell you what it was over. Actually, I think he was like mad that I was playing beer pong and not paying attention to him. And I was like, shut up, bitch. Like, we ended up getting into like this physical altercation.
Do I need to move this so you can see me?
So we're not just like
so
looking
we're not
at
peering around it?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
So now it's like an actual count.
Yeah.
Now it's real.
Instead of just having a conversation with half of your face.
Yeah. But yeah, no. And then, so I decided to go back to my dorm that night, and there was a friend of mine that was still at your party that was on crutches. And as we were walking home, remember that one dude got arrested?
Yeah, the
as
snitch.
as we were walking home, and I heard him say the address, and I texted my friend on the crutches, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of there now! Cops are coming!" And so everybody left.
So you saved me from getting a social host ticket
I did. The
first time we ever met.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know because I was so blackout drunk.
How was your guardian angel?
You were.
It's a little skin right there.
You know what a taint is?
Because it taint to butt and it taint to nut. So it's the taint. So let me just...
But yeah, no, I that happened, and then
Do you know how hard
you hooked up with my friend that night?
I did?
And a radio silence goes across the table. Yeah, no, he hooked up with my friend that night.
Yeah, I munched some box that night.
Yeah.
And it was whatever. And then we didn't really talk because I knew you had a boyfriend, and you have no idea though, like how, like I downloaded Tinder with the express purpose of trying to find you.
Really?
Yeah.
So the
I
friend
was like, I wonder if I'll if I found some other, I would have gone with
mother
that.
bitch.
Some other strange. I would have been like, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I wonder if I'll find her, and then I did.
Yeah, because I don't even think we like introduced each other. Like
I knew your name. I added you on Facebook.
Okay.
I
Did
figured
add
out
you
your
back?
name. Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
I was drunk that night, and I was like, what is her name?
Yeah.
And they were like, Abby Rich. And then shit, fuck. I don't know. We can bleep
We
that.
Say something about it.
And, yeah. And I think I added you on Facebook, but I didn't like send you a message or anything because I was like, that's enough. We just be like Facebook friends. I don't need
Just
to.
creep from afar.
Yeah.
See what kind of stuff I was posting.
It's really lame, to be honest. Your Facebook sucked.
I know.
Your Facebook,
I never was on it because
it was just like a video, like something that like a mom would post. It was like, oh, it's a viral video of the Beatles or something. Like, it was always just like stupid shit like that.
Well, because I had my grandma.
Right.
My grandma on my Facebook, and she like anytime
Poppy and Mimi or whatever the fuck stupid names you call them.
Boppy and BG.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. No, and that night, the reason I got Tinder was because of the girl you hooked up with that night. She was the one, like, because my boyfriend and I broke up, and then she was the one that had me download Tinder.
And then I started talking to you.
And we found you, and she was like, oh my God, because Brian kind of like flew her off. I don't even know what happened, but she was not happy.
We
with
hooked
you.
up once, and then I was kind of like, yeah. I don't want to be mean, but it
Toy
was
with
just,
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we found you on Tinder,
Yeah.
and then like she matched with you on my Tinder and started talking to you as me. And
Right.
then I took
So this
over.
girl whose pussy I ate was, she was on this Abby's Tinder talking to me as Abby and trying to like, I don't know, feel me out.
I think she was like, oh, I heard you hooked up with my friend and stuff. She was like trying to get the dirty deets. And I was like, dude, I don't want to, like, stop it. I don't want this dude thinking I'm with some dumbass bitch. Like, and then I think I said something to you about like a sexy Scooby-Doo or something. Like,
Yeah.
like a weird, I made
Something
like
about
a really,
Scooby-Doo.
yeah.
And it was,
I made a really weird comment about Scooby.
yeah. And then we started talking
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook Messenger like a lot.
Yeah.
And like everything you said, everything you liked was like shit that I liked. And it was
Yeah.
just like, this is weird. We have like way too much in common.
Yep.
You knew like every reference, and it was just like, okay.
Okay, stop.
Like I was worried you were gonna think that I was like bullshitting you.
I think I was,
Wait, is your thing like so loud?
yeah.
Oh, okay. It's because the volume was turned all the way up.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I was like afraid you were gonna think I was like just making it up. Like, oh yeah, I love Whitest Kids You Know too. Like I was just saying yes.
I love
to
that
everything.
too also.
Right, yeah. It was weird. And then we hung out like alone one time.
You invited me to that same house. Wait, hold on. This is what happened. He invited me to that same house for a bonfire, and I showed up, and you were in a suit. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy? And I
Keeping
don't,
it classy.
I
I'm
don't
a
even
gentleman.
think we weren't even talking like we weren't even flirting. We were just like, oh yeah, man, like let's hang out.
Yeah.
And then I showed up to his house, and you drove on your backyard in your death trap of a car.
My fucking what was that car? It was a Buick LeSabre. It's like a 2000.
That thing was a death trap. We almost
2000
died
Yeah.
a couple of times in that car.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was like a 2007 Buick LeSabre or something like that. It was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I was like curb hopping with it and like driving on my lawn. The neighbors are complaining.
Yeah.
Neighbors complained a lot about us at that house.
I can see why.
We sat in the backyard.
There were other people there too.
I don't remember that. I thought it was just you and me.
No, there were other people there, and then everybody just kind of faded out. And then
it was just you and me.
and
And then I was like so nervous talking to you. I was like, I remember I had my knees to my chest. I was in the fetal position, fucking, because I was kind of cold. It was like cold outside. I had my knees to my chest, fucking asshole splayed. And then I don't know, you made me laugh or something, and I just ripped ass so loud. I farted, and I was so embarrassed. I was so fucking embarrassed. It's like, I blew it. That's it. It's over. Like, I fucked up. But you, yeah.
I laughed so fucking hard.
That's kind of our relationship in a nutshell.
Yeah.
At that point, where it was like,
It was one giant funny fart.
Well, it was fun. It was a funny fart to you. For me, it was like mortifying. It was like, here's this girl that I'm like trying to, I don't know, get to like me or whatever, and then you just were like, you're just all over the place.
Yeah, because I wanted to be your friend because we had a lot in common.
Right.
But you weren't having that. You were not taking no for an answer.
So what happened then? Because
well, then we became
friends.
Friends, yeah, we became friends. Because that
you had like I became like a classic like beta male orbiter. You know that term?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's like the beta male guy that like hangs out with like the chick to like waiting until
you're just circling like a shark,
like a fucking crow, just waiting for the boyfriend to be out of the picture so I could like swoop in. That was my
freshman year.
Yeah, and it was kind of like that for a while. I was
Yeah.
kind of hot on your trail, and you were just like, "Hey,
No,
let's
thanks.
just be friends."
Yeah.
Which at this point now it's like, I get it. Like maybe I was like offended by it then, but it's
Yeah.
like you can't help who you're attracted to or who you feel like that kind of connection with. You know what I mean?
That's true. No, yeah, I agree because I remember being like upset with myself that I didn't like you like that. Because
Yeah.
I was just like, oh no, like this is gonna suck. Because like I like hanging out with this guy, but if I don't,
And it's like now, like maybe then I took it personally. Where it's like it's pretty clear, especially seeing how you are with your current boyfriend. Like it's pretty clear that like you never felt that way about me.
yeah,
The first time we kissed, you made me twerk. Do you remember that?
no, I
Yeah.
did.
You're like, I was like trying so hard to get you to like make out with me. And then you're like, if you want to kiss, you have to twerk. And then I fucking did. How fucking sad is that, dude? How fucking pathetic
Dance,
is
monkey,
that?
dance.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm
This
so
is why,
sorry.
yeah. This is why you're like, you're just gonna act like I tortured you the whole time. I'm like, you fucking did. I'm like, a lot of occasions you did shit that was like not cool, man.
I mean, you did it.
I fucking did it.
Yeah. And then we kissed.
We did.
And then
And it was
it
was fine.
it was nice. Yeah.
fine.
It was a kiss.
Was
Was
it
it
like? But I mean, like back then, I think it fucking hurts if you like somebody or you want to date somebody and then they like don't feel the same way. Like it's fucking
Yeah.
embarrassing. It sucks. But I think now it's like, yeah, I get it. I mean, with the type of chicks I'm attracted to, none of them look like you.
No.
Like I've always been attracted to like heavier. You're the skinniest chick I've ever been like interested in.
Stop. I keep going.
If you looked at a police lineup of all the women I've had sex with, it would be you would notice some victimology trends. If I was on Criminal Minds, they'd be like, yeah, he has a type for sure.
That's true. You do have it. Well, do you remember? Okay, so after we kissed, we didn't really act on it because then you moved into that house, remember? And you were still hooking up with people.
Yeah, there was a lot of like. This is like
we hung out every day though.
Right, we hung out. We were like best friends.
Yeah, we hung out every day. We got a cat together.
The problem, I think,
Adolf?
is that we should not have opened the door for like yeah, maybe one day we'll end up together. Like we would say shit like that, and then I think that got in my head, and I was like, oh, as long as I stick this out, she'll come around eventually.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's funny because you remember this period when I lived in that yellow house as like, oh, that was the best summer of my life. That was the worst fucking summer for me.
Oh my God. I had so much fun that summer.
I was living in a house that had black mold in the walls.
But you were by yourself. I
was
your
by
roommates
myself.
Weren't there yet.
I had no there was no gutter on the side of the house, so there was like raccoons and shit that were living inside of it because there was a party like a year before I lived there where somebody like Indiana Jones'd out the window, like grabbed onto the gutter and then swung down to safety and just ripped it off the side of the fucking building. But it was like a gross apartment. There was no furniture. I was sitting on a couch. I had a couch and an ottoman, and the ottoman was basically just for the ashtray. And I would just sit there and chain smoke cigarettes by myself and like get drunk at like 2:00 in the afternoon. It was not.
And then I would come over and be like, "What you doing?"
Yeah. And
hey,
like,
buddy.
and like, I was like really like trying to get you to, whatever.
I remember there was one time. Do you remember you had a girl over and you invited me over too, and you poured water on me?
Wait, what?
You don't remember this?
No, that sounds funny though.
Can you bleep a name? Like if I say to jog your memory?
Just fucking say it. What is she gonna listen to this?
Yeah, right. Lexi.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
You invited her over, and I was going to go to a movie with one of my friends, but I came over beforehand, and she did not like me.
No, there's a lot of girls that I was fucking with that did not like you.
Yeah, I know, because you would be like, she's a piece of shit, and like she plays with
No, I would not say
Then why didn't they like me?
Because you're intimidating. Maybe you were being mean to them.
No, I had no... they weren't even like a blip on my fucking radar.
Your fault, okay?
No, I came over and you... Yeah, like I don't know if you were drunk or what. You definitely wanted to get my attention, and you were pissing me the fuck off. You were acting like a 3-year-old, and she was there, and like she was talking to me about how...
Isn't that a Bill Burr bit? I just poured a little water on him.
Oh, yeah,
Speaking of Bill Burr.
Yeah, to get the 3-year-old to stop talking. But yeah, she was sitting, like we were sitting on the couch and you were upstairs doing something. I think you were taking a shower or something. And you left us there. And I'd never spoken to this girl. The only thing I knew is that she hated me. Like that was the only fact about her that you told me. Dude, and so I was trying to be like, what's your major? Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she started talking about how much you liked me and how much she liked you and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, it's not really like that, all this stuff. And then, I don't know, you like came down and I think you realized what was happening. And you fucking poured water on me. Like, and I was like, dude, I'm leaving. And then you were like, and I was like, yeah, I'm leaving. I need a break from you for a couple of days.
Got his ass, dude.
Yeah, I don't think I talked to you for like 2 days. I was so mad at you.
I'm sorry for pouring water on you.
That
was immature. It was a regrettable decision, but I won't do it again. Unless I have a little squirt gun, then I might.
Yeah, that's understandable. That now I wouldn't be as mad. I feel like I was so annoyed with you that night.
So it went on like that for a while, where we were like, kind of maybe like a thing, and then we like would, I don't know, like maybe I think we were just friends for the first 2 years. I don't know. It all kind of blends together.
Yeah, I would say we were.
And then we dated.
And we would have some good times. No, we had some good times. Like best time we ever had was when we went to Madison.
Yeah, we
That
went
was,
to
like, the best
Madison. We
day
saw
ever.
Brett Michaels at Bratfest.
Accidentally, too. We didn't even know we were going to go to
Yeah.
Bratfest.
That was cool.
And I pissed off all the people during every rose has its thorn.
I used to have the videos of that on my phone, and then I deleted them out of spite.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
No.
Like, I'm deleting everything that has her face on it on my phone. I was so mad.
Yeah, I can understand that. It ended very poorly. But no, we dated, and then we lived together in a closet of an apartment. I lived at that apartment
Yeah.
for that.
Current Abby also lived at that apartment.
Yeah.
And
She probably had a lot more fun than I did.
yeah.
Your couch had, like, fleas.
Dude, that couch had bed bugs in it.
Yeah, I know.
You knew that? Why didn't you say anything?
I did. I was like, this couch is disgusting.
Remember when the fucking when the mouse got in there?
Yeah.
And the mouse, I put a glue trap out because I knew there was a mouse, and then the back legs of the mouse got caught in the glue trap, so he was just clawing, like trying to get away. And he was grabbing onto the bottom of the couch, and I was pulling the glue trap, like pulling his legs. And I put him in a garbage bag, and I tied it, and then I just put it in the garbage, and I just let him die. And that's how.
I just remember, like,
you just had to starve to
like,
death, and then
cool
fucking
and collected until it started, like, shrieking, and
Yeah.
then it was like, and you and I were like, "Ah!" But so yeah, we like lived together.
So what made you finally? This is a good question. This is what the people would know. What made you finally be like, fuck it, I'll date him? Because I feel like that's what the emotion was. It wasn't like, finally we get to be together. It was like, all right, fine. For now, I'll do this.
You wouldn't leave me alone. No, I just it got to the point where I knew it wasn't gonna work.
Yeah.
Like, I knew us in a relationship was not going to work.
And I was completely like,
you were so
in La La
convinced
Land about it.
You were so convinced
Yeah.
that that's what we were supposed to be.
Right.
And so it almost got to a point where I was like, all right, motherfucker, you want to see if I'm right? Let's fucking see.
I didn't torture you at all. I didn't. Okay, I deserved it. I get it. Like,
You deserve some stuff. Some stuff I did that was
yeah.
questionable.
Like, I deserved it for not. I don't know
Not
if it's
listening
like,
to me.
I don't know if it's like an ego thing or if it's just fucking being blinded by science, just being like, so convinced. I don't know. You're 22-year-old guys are fucking retarded.
Yeah, and I was what, like 19?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like
God,
that.
we're fucking old now.
I know.
God. But I don't know. I guess like it didn't work out. It like really. I guess we can.
It got bad.
It got bad. It got like nasty. Like we were saying, like really. I was saying really mean shit to you.
I would wake up at like 3 a.m. with just paragraphs, and I mean like.
Yeah,
paragraphs.
I would hit her with the like the psycho, which is kind of funny because it's like you're like every guy I date ends up being like a total psycho, and then I was like, oh, I'm not gonna be like that, and then we started dating, and then I just turned into a complete fucking psycho.
Yeah, I would wake up with like paragraph rants.
Yeah,
just like
it got like embarrassing. For sure.
Yeah, I wish we could go back and see those text messages.
Could just stay in the CIA's possession. I'm sure they got a whole fucking folder on me. Yeah.
Probably.
The night we broke up.
I don't remember that night at all.
Do you want to know what happened? I woke up in your bed.
In my apartment?
Yeah. I slept over at your apartment.
Okay.
And the next morning I woke up and you're like, hey, so I didn't tell you, but my friend Kayla is coming into town and I'm going to hang out with her later. And that was like news to me, like it was not communicated to me at all prior to this conversation.
Okay.
And to me that meant, okay, you're going to go get drunk and you're too cool for me, so you never invite me to your fucking parties. Turns out it was because you were doing drugs and you didn't want me to know. Fair enough. Whatever. I'm not.
Wait, also, he once punched me in the face for doing drugs.
For doing heroin. I feel like that's
true. That's true. Fair.
Now they're gonna think I'm a domestic abuser.
Okay, fair. It was fair. All in good fun.
The police show up. It was all in good fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
it was
we were
like
laughing.
it was a good time. No,
But
I don't.
Let's
yeah.
wait. Hold on. We can dive more into that story. He hit me, but it was
What?
no. He hit me.
You are making this
Wait,
sound.
no. He hit me across the face. Like you punched me, and then I just looked at him and I was like, never do that again.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, I was like, that was yeah.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, yeah, just
That was
whatever.
more. I didn't even feel like my boyfriend was punching me. As soon as you hit me, I was like, oh, whoops. I shouldn't have done that.
We shouldn't have done heroin.
That's what
that
I
was
meant.
the
That's
thing.
what I
That
meant.
was-
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. I meant more of like I probably shouldn't have told him.
So you see at home, you can see why, we had some issues. There was a lot of not necessarily lies, but certainly some half-truths,
Yeah, that's for
some lies by omission.
sure. Yeah.
And I was starting to catch on that maybe you weren't the most trustworthy person at that point.
Yeah, I was a little.
So when Kayla was coming over, I'm like, okay, well, this fucking sucks dick. Like, I know she's not gonna hang out with me, but I still like wanted to hang out with you guys. I was like, just like text me later, I'll come over, we can eat pizza or something. And then you go, yeah, we're probably not gonna go out. We're probably just gonna like hang out here. And then I'm watching on Snapchat as you guys are getting ready, doing each other's hair, drinking, like going crazy on the couch. I'm like literally watching you get like as your night out progresses on
Yeah.
Kayla's Snapchat. And
watching me get more and more.
right, and you're like, and I'm like texting you, and then I see you at a bar with like another dude like dancing to like country music. Like that was on her fucking Snapchat. When you told
Dude,
me,
I don't remember that.
when
at
you
all.
told me, you're like, we're not going out. Like I promise, we're not going out. And then
that really happened.
3 hours, 4 hours later, you're at a bar dancing with another fucking guy. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's when my brain was like, I'm fucking done. I am so fucking done. And I went to your house to try to like confront you, to be like, this
Yeah.
is it. But of course you weren't there. So then I tried to like, I was like, I don't know what to do. I like recorded a video of me saying like what I wanted to say, but then it was it became a file issue. It became like, it was too big to text and it was too big to email. So then I had to post it on YouTube. So I broke up with you over YouTube. I posted it as like an unlisted video and sent you the link. And then I think I just like,
Oh, I kind of remember that.
I think I just went to bed. And then Kayla called me at 4 o'clock in the morning. And she's like just bitching me out. Just be like, you fucking faggot, you fucking cunt, you fucking like,
I didn't
you
know that.
autistic motherfucker. Like she kept saying the meanest shit. The meanest shit she can come up with, hammered drunk at 4 o'clock in the morning. She's like, she is devastated. She is crying. And I'm like, what? I just literally turned my phone on. I turned it on like speaker and I just laid there and I listened to it. And then I just turned it off.
Oh my God. I don't remember that.
That's why I broke up with you.
I don't remember that at all.
Because you just straight up fucking lied and then like,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's really bad.
well, okay. In retrospect, it's like, I get it. It was never going to work. We can't control what we're attracted to. If you're not attracted to me, it sucks, whatever. It's like fucking I was
Yeah.
into you, you weren't. Like that sucks. I think what really made me mad is that it just seemed like we had like a really good connection and then like drugs started to be more of a thing and then
Yeah,
it was
drugs
just
definitely took
I just became
precedent
like
in my life.
priority number 5 and that bummed me out because it's like if you don't want to fuck or date or whatever that's fine but it's like be my fucking friend, dude.
Yeah,
Don't.
substances definitely took spots 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that kind of bummed me out and that's I don't know. I mean it's been like 7 years that
It's been 7 years.
So-
and in between those 7 years, go ahead. Sorry.
well, I mean that can be like part 2 of our fucking discussion here where it's like what happened over those 7 years because I was like done with you. Because and part of it was
he fucking hated me.
Part of it was my fault for not drawing boundaries with you. Like I never really stood up for myself with you. I let you walk all over me, and you're one of those people that'll just keep pushing. I
love to see what I can get away with.
You love to see what you can get away with. And I was like starving or like for water in the middle of the desert, and you were the fucking water salesman. I was like, can I just get a little bit of water? Just a little tiny drop of pussy. Can I just a little tiny, like a cup of pussy, just a little bit. And you were like not having it at all. And it like, I was trying to fuck you. So I just let you get away with everything. And, that's my fault for like not having enough self-respect to fucking just be like, no, dude, like we're not going to do this. Like, I'm not going to put up with you fucking just not texting me for like 5 days.
Drugs, man.
Right. And I can put it into context now, and it's like, I get it, whatever.
Yeah.
But also this time around, I don't give a fuck. I'm married. I'm not trying to fuck you. I don't give a fuck if you hate me. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think.
I know. That's what I've always liked about you.
After I think it. And I like, I don't know. Because on some level, it's like, you're the one who wants to be my friend, motherfucker.
I know. I tried really hard for like the 7 years that Ryan hated me. I mean, you really, really hated me.
Well,
and
I'm a person where it's like, I can take a beating. Like, I can take a lot. I'll like, you know, I don't have like that, like your like rage where you just have like the shortest fuse ever.
I know.
I have a pretty long fuse. I'll let people push me.
You're a slow burn.
But once they go over the line, it's like done. Like I'm fucking.
He slashed.
Don't tell him that, dude. You're gonna make me sound like a psycho. Whatever.
He slashed the.
I was gonna slash your tires. I'm glad your car wasn't there.
Me too. He slashed the screens of the apartment complex, but I lived on the top floor. So he slashed the screen of my downstairs neighbors and then texted me and was like, I slashed your neighbor's screens. And I was like, okay. You got me there, right?
I don't want to think about that. This is like one of the worst things I've ever done. That I was so hammered. And I was in this like fucking just blind rage.
Yeah, you saw red at that point.
I put a ski mask on.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I got a ski mask from my closet. I was like, I don't want the cops to see.
Oh my God.
So I'm roaming the streets of Dubuque at like 4 a.m. with a knife and a ski mask.
Oh my
God.
Dude.
That's how fucking mad I was.
Oh. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Aha! It's a daisy.
Okay.
Reset.
So
a lot of emotions are being brought. Oh, also, Ryan and I had like the best heart to heart. What was that? Like 3 nights ago?
We can get to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so you were trying to be my friend. So I broke up with you, and then I guess you came to the conclusion, you realized like I got what I wanted. I got rid of him, but also now my friend is gone. And so it was
I was devastated. I was really, really sad because I was like, dude, I just lost my best friend, and I didn't know how else to I didn't know how else to get it through your head that it wasn't going to work, because I knew the only way to like break that in your mind was to get you to fucking hate me. And so I got you to fucking, I knew everything that was going to push your buttons, and I knew everything I could do to make you mad. So I was like, dude, I'm going to make this motherfucker hate me. And then once I realized that I succeeded, I wasn't like, oh, finally, like I'm done. I was fucking devastated because I was like, dude, I just lost the best friend that I've ever had, and all because I didn't know, I couldn't get it through his head that I didn't want to fuck him. No, it wasn't just the sex part. It was, I didn't want.
Well, we're not good for each other.
No,
like in a
God,
relationship sense at all.
No.
Like I started hanging out with my wife shortly after that, and it was like, oh, this is so easy.
Yeah, that's how
Like,
it's
she
supposed
just comes
to be.
over and she's nice to me, and there's no drama, and there's no texting at 3 a.m. Where are you? Oh, I'm in Platteville. Why the fuck are you in Platteville? How did you end up in like? It's like a 30-minute drive, but
I couldn't fucking tell you how I ended up there.
like, it was just I need like structure. I need someone to give me unconditional love because I'm like so fucking crazy. I just need somebody to like just kind of baby me a little bit. And you were not doing that. I don't even think you're really capable of doing that.
No, I don't think
Like,
I am
I'm a
either.
huge kind of a pussy.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I almost said it and I was like, nope, say it. Yeah, you gotta just let the people know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten better. I definitely like.
I've softened up, but like when
You've softened up and I've hardened up a little bit.
Yeah, I was.
I'm fucking hard as hell, dude.
Yeah. I had a couple of walls built up, and I was really mean.
I mean, yeah, it's not like people probably think you're like a terrible person. Like,
Well, you didn't help that. So.
well, I mean, they're missing the context of like all the other shit, like bad shit that's happened in your life, and it's like fucking heroin addicts don't just grow on trees. Like, there's trauma associated with the
and
desire
just slip and
to
fall on a needle.
right, with the desire to want to fucking not exist. Like, that comes from not good things happening. So
True.
like,
True.
I don't fault you for it. I get you had to get a lot of that shit out of your system.
Yeah.
It just really fucking sucked
Yeah,
for everyone involved.
I know.
And I didn't know that you felt that way about me. I really thought that you hated me.
No.
I really thought that. I thought you were,
thought I had this like mastermind plan to just ruin your life, and all I wanted to do was be around you.
I thought you were hanging out with like all your cool fucking friends, and you were just like, yeah, I got rid of that fucking asshole. Like, you were just like making fun of me and shit. I always thought that you just like were like, fuck this dude.
No, I would just get fucked up more so that I wouldn't know how to work my phone, so I couldn't like message you. I like eventually had to delete your number because all I wanted to do was like just call you and be like, I'm sorry, like can we just hang out? Can we go for a drive? Like, that's all I wanted to do. But then
I probably would have said no.
I know.
I've been like, huh, not today. Witch woman.
Like, I know. And then you had the upper hand because I was so fucking sad. Like, I was too,
sad. But I was just like, well, I fucked it up. Like, I blame myself for the whole relationship.
I blame myself because I was the one who originally, like, I didn't want it. So, like, I knew that I
was the one who did. I was the reason that.
Yeah, we 50-50. I feel like we both fucked it up. Yeah, it's just our personality.
It's just like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you going to do? Like, one person wants one thing, one person doesn't. And
it just didn't work.
It just didn't work, and it sucks. But,
yeah,
you know, it's not like, what am I going to say? Like, you should have liked me. It's like, that's fucking, you like who you like.
You should have not liked me.
Right. It's like, well.
You should have listened to me.
So tell the people about your attempts to get me back over the last 7 years.
Oh my God. Okay, so
this is actually pretty adorable, and I didn't know about this until recently. And I'm like, what?
You started doing comedy.
I started doing stand-up comedy. So you started doing heroin. I started doing stand-up comedy. We both did not handle the breakup well.
No. And no, this is back when I was doing a lot of like coke. Back in this day and age. Back in my day.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of drugs, and we ended up, like, we hung out a couple of times. Like, we went and got drinks one time together.
I remember one time.
Careful now.
One time we were at a bar. I think it was after a comedy show, and you were there and you were hanging out. And like, as the night progressed, you got a little more drunk. And then at one point you tried to like, you were like in my space a little bit, like trying to be like, come on, like got the impression you were trying to be like trying to hook up with me. And I rejected you so hard. I just fucking left.
Oh my God. That's That's so embarrassing. I probably wasn't trying to hook up.
You
with
probably
It's
weren't, but you were trying to be like, come on. You're trying to like be friends or like, I don't know. You did some sort of like, come on, let's.
Was that the night that you and I like took over the jukebox and we started like it started off fine and then you and I started playing like all those inside joke songs?
That might have been.
I think that was the night. Cuz then you and I started going back and forth playing all these like inside joke songs and I got like super like fuck yeah, like this is a breakthrough, like oh my god, he might talk to me tomorrow. And then I realized how fucked up you were and I was like, oh, maybe if I just put my face in his face he'll like me again. No. I don't think I tried to kiss you though. I didn't try to.
I think our legs touched. I think you touched your leg on my leg and I was like, fuck you, dude. You missed your chance. The fucking train is out of the station, all right?
Yeah.
But you followed me like a Dementor in Harry Potter. You would just show up wherever I was.
No, we became friends with the same people. You introduced me to these motherfuckers, so that's your fault. You introduced me.
So, okay, go ahead.
You introduced me to Dan.
Mm-hmm.
You introduced me to, shout out to Todd.
Shout out Todd.
What's up, Todd? You introduced me to like Chris and all those guys.
Yeah.
And so I started being friends with them and you invited me to a comedy show. You invited me to a comedy show at the Green Room. And I was like, yes. I was like, oh my God, fuck yeah, we get to go hang out. And like, I get to see him do stand up and all this stuff. And then our mutual friend had some more intentions.
And then you started fucking all my friends.
Oh my God, no, I didn't.
You only fucked 2 of them. Okay.
2. And one of them wasn't even really your friend. He was just your roommate.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this bitch is trying to fucking torture me. She is down the hall banging a dude that I live with that I could hear through the fucking walls, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Yes.
I don't remember that. I'm sorry.
That's a really convenient excuse that you seem to have for a lot of these little behaviors.
A lot of, like, there's a good 2 year, like, those first 2 years that we broke up, I don't remember a lot. Like, I have to, like, piece together. Like, I'll get just surge of memories, and I'm like, oh, boy. That was some questionable activity by my, like,
remember you had
standards.
sex with that guy in a church?
Oh, my God. Dude, I totally forgot.
See, this is the type of shit where, like, you would tell me all these stories, and I would just be like, okay, man, like, what the fuck? So you'll fuck a guy in a church, but you won't fuck me. What the fuck, dude?
Oh, wow. Wow, I really forgot about that. Shout out to Jesus. You know?
Yeah, there's just a lot of shit like that where I was like, come on, man. Can you please just let me live my own fucking life? Like, I started doing comedy. I made my own group of friends, and then you started showing up, and you started sniffing around, and you're like in my fucking business. And the worst is that when you would go to the open mics, because you're very funny, and you're very, you've great stories, and you're like, you draw people into you. So when you would go to the open mic, like, I was in the other room by myself, and then you were in the opposite room with all my friends, and they would all talk to you, and they wouldn't talk to me, and I was so fucking jealous. I was get this bitch out of my life.
And I was so mad because all I wanted to do was talk to you.
You were only, I know.
I was only there
you were
to
only
talk
there
to
to
you.
talk to me, and I was like, she's here to torture me.
You just wanted nothing to do with me. There was one time where I came to an open mic, and it was like 3 years ago or something, like 3 years ago, and I walked up to you, and I tried, and I was with Brad, right? And I the entire ride there, I was like, tonight's the night. Like, tonight is the night that I'm gonna get Ryan to have a conversation with me, or at least say more than just like, hey, how's it going? And like, how you doing? And so I was like, tonight's the night. I was like all jazzed up. I had a little bit of substance courage rushing through my veins. my favorite method, if you catch
Oh.
my drift.
Oh,
And
I didn't know that.
oh yeah, because
Were you smoking it or were you snorting it?
I would drink it. I know.
LaCroix? You
LaCroix.
put it in a little
No,
bit
I
in
would
your
put it in.
LaCroix
I
and
would
you-
put it in chocolate milk, and then I would drink it.
meth chocolate milk.
Mhm. Yeah,
It's
methly quick.
I was searching for it. You got it. You got it. That's it right there. That's the joke.
But yeah, and so I had, like I was like, tonight's the night. Like I'm gonna get him to talk to me. And I walked up to you, and this is right after you had fallen, so you had a neck brace on. So I was like, perfect. Like
Right after I broke my neck
Yeah.
from alcoholism. Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is, in my head, I was like, oh, nice. Like that's a talking point. Like I can, that would carry on more than 3 sentences because like you're gonna have to explain how that happened. And so I walked up to you. And I said, hey, Ryan. And you turned around and you
I turned around.
like that. And
Who's there?
you just went, oh, hey. And then you walked away. And I looked back at Brad.
You're as cold as ice.
I looked back at Brad and Brad just went, and I was like, damn it. And then it wasn't until like 2 months after that Todd ditched us at the comedy show. So that it was just me, you, Brad, and Abby.
And because
And then
Abby
you-
was there, I was like, fine.
You
I'll
were like
fucking
well
talk to this
behaved.
bitch.
Yeah, no. And then remember the 4 of us sat at a table
Mm-hmm.
and you looked at me dead in my eyes and you went, you were the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And I was just like, yeah. Yeah. And then I tried for 7 years just to get you to talk to me. That's why like I would. But
And then,
we
after that
occasionally-
point,
yeah.
you kind of went a little dark.
Yeah. After that
You're-
point, my life kind of spiraled out of control. That's for a different podcast.
You were off the grid for a while.
I was off my rocker.
That's what I like about you now is that you talk like a war veteran. Yeah, I was rough over there, man. Fucking.
Bow down. Bow down. But yeah,
And then
I don't even know how this happened right now.
I sent you a Beatles song, "Doing Your Mom."
That's right.
Doing your mom. Doing your mom. I think the reason that we reconnected, if I can, I don't know,
Speculate.
if I can speculate, is well, first of all, like we're in a good place,
Yeah,
like with our lives,
that's
where
true.
I'm not worried about that type of shit. Like I've been married for almost a year now. Like I've
Yay.
been with my wife before that for like 5 years. Like I know who I'm going to be with. I'm not at all like entertaining the idea or like even having any, like even being like resentful over past shit. It's like, well, whatever, it worked out. I don't really care about that
Right.
anymore. But like, I don't know. I just think we're I feel like it wouldn't have worked until now.
Yeah, it kind of happened at the perfect moment,
Yeah.
and then we just started talking.
Also, I'm like very lonely being out here.
I mean, me too. I think that's
Well, yeah. I mean, you're not going hard in the pain anymore.
no, it's not.
So
Sobriety's lonely.
and I've been sober for a year.
Yeah,
And sobriety's fucking lonely.
Yeah,
it
it
just
really is.
sucks. And
and
I've
like a
been-
lot of people suck.
Yeah. Like when you're not drunk, everybody sucks. Like it's
For
so
sure.
rare to find somebody where I'm like, I fucking love hanging out with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
And I knew in those 7 years, I knew that if you and I just hung out, that like it would go back to when we were just friends. Like I fucking knew it. And so that's why I pursued it so hard because I was like, it won't be weird, I promise. And so like our first podcast last week was the first time we've hung out alone
right.
in
And
8 years.
Look at how it ended. It ended with us laughing so hard that I almost fucking passed out.
Yeah, and
Check
we're
us
here.
out
We are
on X
doing
videos. That video has almost 400 views.
No likes though. Go like it.
Yeah, go like it. Go log into X videos. Give us a like. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like we're just in a better place now.
Yeah.
I know what my priorities are. It's like Abby's fucking in charge. Abby's the trump card over whatever we're fucking doing. And it's like, it's almost like we both need someone to be like, okay, we're done with the puppets. We're gonna go, we're gonna go to bed because it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Like we both need someone to like keep us grounded, and then we can just hang out and be friends. And now that the like, will they or won't they thing, now that that's gone, it's just like fun again.
Yeah. It's like
It's actually more
it's like the most
fun-
platonic
It's
relationship.
more fun than it was before, honestly.
I agree.
Because I'm not worried about, I'm not even thinking about that.
Exactly.
Whereas before I'd be like, I wonder if, you know.
Maybe she'll touch it.
No.
skin right there.
Little skin right there. No, like, I'm not worried about like, oh, did I say the wrong? I guess I still am kind of worried. I still have battle scars of like, I'm afraid that I'm going to say the wrong thing, or I'm going to be too annoying, or I'm going to be too up your ass. And that's going to make you like be distant again and stop talking to me for like days at a time. And that's really the thing that like bugged me the most. That's the shit that I was like, I thought we fucking had something, man.
Yeah. And then I would just go ghost.
And that hurt so bad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy.
Do you want a hug?
Yeah, guys, do you want to see us hug for the first time in
We haven't hugged in
8 years? Maybe
We
probably
haven't-
before that,
I don't
honestly.
think we've touched each other's.
Except for that one time I apparently touched your leg.
Yeah, dude, you were all up in my business.
Did I touch my leg with your leg or my hand?
I think it was like a under the table leg on leg touch, and I was like,
Oh, well then that was
"Fuck
probably
no,
accidental.
dude."
Get out of your head.
You were barking up my tree. Like, no, sir.
You want a hug?
I have something planned.
Okay.
I want to say.
Okay, go for it.
So the biggest thing I regret, and the thing that makes me feel like really sad when I think about it, is I'm just sad that I left you alone for 7 years. I feel really fucking bad about that. And I'm going to annoy the living shit out of you for the next 7 years.
I'm gonna annoy you to the day I die, man.
And then after 7 years, I might need another break. We might have to we'll go 7 on, we'll go 7 off.
Yeah. That's a good plan.
But I'm happy you're in my life again.
I'm happy you're in my life again.
I feel like you were like the missing piece to my happiness. Like, I'm such a fucking miserable son of a bitch. I just am.
Same.
And it's not that I'm not happy in my marriage. It's like, I fucking love my wife. My wife's the only reason that I'm like here, honestly. Like, she's the only reason I got sober. She's the only reason I like want to do well and like do the right things.
Right.
And
she deserves it too, dude.
she put up with so much.
She's amazing. She's an amazing human being.
She put up with 4 years of me like just being a fucking piece of shit, just being so selfish.
Dude, I can't even imagine. I'd kill you.
You know how you walked all over me? It's kind of,
God, you asshole.
well, I wasn't that mean to her. I would still, it was just one of those like Jekyll and Hyde things where it was like, you know, I'm all nice to her and all cuddly, and then I would go out and get drunk and I'd be a fucking crazy person, and she would just have to deal with me. And then the next day when she wanted to go do something, let's go to the fucking botanical gardens or whatever, I would always be so hungover. And it was just like, then I would be like, I don't want to do anything. She would be so devastated.
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize all this until I started smoking weed. I opened my third eye. What up? And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I'm an asshole. Like, it all hit me.
Yeah.
And then I started to think about you, and like, I was an asshole to you. I think I texted you one time out of the blue.
Yeah, you sent me like
I
a really,
apologized.
that made me cry.
I had kind of like not a victim complex, but like savior complex, maybe. Can you stop shoveling, whoever
Give
that is?
me.
We're doing a broadcast.
I remember when I got that text message, I was in a really, really not good spot. And I was sitting in a bathtub, like just having the water. This is like something out of a fucking movie. Having the water hit me.
Dude, our life is a fucking movie.
Yeah, I was fully clothed, taking a cold shower, just trying to like bounce back into reality. And I got that text message and dude, bawled my fucking eyes out. Bawled my fucking eyes out. Because I couldn't tell you what was going on, but like, I was like, he cares. And that text like gave me hope of like, oh.
It's true. I mean, like, I think I painted myself as like I was a victim or you were like this evil person to me. And it's like, well.
I know you did. I heard some of the shit you said about me.
Who? Who said?
Oh, no, I'm not ratting them out. Just
this is a real problem right now.
Do you think they can hear it?
Hear us? Are they going to be able to hear our hug?
Have you ever seen that video of the dog that throws up water? That's exactly what he said.
All right, motherfucker, let's do this thing.
Oh my god, are we doing it on
Yeah,
camera?
we're doing it. Or I'll go on your camera.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
I have a song prepared.
Oh, is it gonna
Every night you go to bed, you wake up just a little more in pain. Every time you're dressing for a sunny day, the clouds surprise you with rain. Every cigarette you smoke 'cause you're addicted to a quiet source of